Adidas is rumored to release the Yeezy 350 in 2023, but there's a few major issues why I think this won't work. As you know, Kanye West and the Yeezy brand have parted ways from Adidas. After all the Instagram rants and controversy that has been going on with him, Adidas decided to finally drop him. For Kanye, it was an awful move business-wise. Kanye has already been to Nike and no longer with Nike or have any ties with them. Then he moved on to the second biggest brand in sneakers, which was Adidas, and they no longer have a partnership either. As of right now, he has nowhere else to house the Yeezy brand, and unfortunately for him, Adidas owns a lot of the models that were dropped with Adidas and Yeezy. Off the top of my head, the only model that he owns is the Yeezy Slides. He doesn't even own the Yeezy Foam Runner, and he also doesn't own the Yeezy 350, which was one of the most iconic and his most notable shoe. What that means for him is he no longer can make any type of Yeezy 350s if he goes to a different brand or decides to make his own. Fortunately for Adidas, they don't have to worry about this because they technically own the model, and now they're going to be milking this model crazy. So the very last Yeezy 350 that dropped was the Yeezy 350 Granite. This is colorway that looks kind of like a moon rock with this black stripe. So there hasn't been any official game plan on how the shoe is going to be released, if anything's really going to be changed. For example, let's use this 350 Zebra. As you can see from the outside, there is nothing indicating that this is a Kanye shoe or attached to the Yeezy brand at all. But the only part that does have Yeezy on it is the insole of the shoe. So these are the insoles of the shoe. From what I've heard, they are basically just going to be removing the Yeezy right here at the bottom and keeping the Adidas and the logo. So far, that's the only difference that I heard that they're gonna change. To be honest, this is great for Adidas. The only thing that they have to change is the insole, and if anybody buys a pair of Adidas 350s, no one would ever even know unless they took off their shoe. For them, it couldn't work any better. The Yeezy 350 was their highest selling sneaker. They were pumping out tons and tons of colorways, even though a lot of the colorways looked the same. They were just different types of white, cream, different grays. People kept buying them and it kept selling out, and it was a complete money maker for them. But the issues I think Adidas is going to face is going to be pretty bad. First, let me state, I think that the Adidas 350 will not sell out. As much as people claim that they really love the 350 and they were going to continue to wear it, in reality, the only reason why that shoe was hyped up is because Kanye. If you don't know by now, Kanye has a lot of pull when it comes to the fashion industry, when it comes to music. Anything that he touches just has a lot of hype behind it. And just to prove that to you, there was a bunch of polls that were out there. I even did a poll myself asking if people would wear a non-Yeezy 350, and the response was exactly as I expected. Most people aren't going to be buying the Adidas 350 now that Kanye is gone, and since Kanye is gone, that means the shoes will no longer hold value. And if we're being honest with ourselves, resale value had a big part into why these sneakers are selling out. Everybody wants to make a quick buck, and since the Adidas 350 is not going to be exclusive, people have no incentive to buy this sneaker and hold on to it. Just to put into context for you, the Travis Jordan 1 right now is one of the hottest sneakers on Nike. They continue to sell out. They're one of the hardest sneakers to get, and they also hold their value. Almost every single pair of the Jordan 1s are above $600-800, and over time they're going to continue to rise. Now let's say we take Travis Scott off of Jordan and Nike. Those shoes are just going to continue to rise investment wise. Why? Because we're no longer going to be able to see a Travis Jordan 1 ever again. Another example is when Kanye left Nike as well. Nike hasn't released a Nike Yeezy ever again, and we most likely will never see another one. And that's the reason why so many people have held this shoe to a high standard. It's rare, it's a part of history. It's one of the shoes that you keep in your collection as like a flex. Now back to Adidas 350, since they are no longer exclusive and they own the rights to it, they could drop this shoe 50, 100 years from now. At this point, it's pretty much a guarantee that they're going to be doing it, at least long enough until people get tired of the Adidas 350. Since the shoes don't have any type of value, resellers and botters have no incentive to cop these shoes. If you've been around for a while and you remember the site Yeezy Supply, you know that it was impossible to get your hands on a pair on there. If I'm being real, 99 to 100% of the stock was going to botters. No matter the colorway, the model, almost every single Yeezy was selling out on that site. With that site gone, it's going to be extremely hard to push out that product. For one, Adidas Confirm is almost impossible to buy. You have to have accounts, you have to have phone numbers, different addresses. Even if you have all that, the win rates are extremely small. So most people aren't going to be trying to buy it anyways. Without Yeezy Supply, I don't think they're going to be able to push as much volume. Another big major issue, and I think probably the biggest issue, is the retail price. The retail price for the Yeezy 350 before Kanye left was $230. The retail price for the Adidas 350 is $230. Even without his name on the shoes, they're still continuing to charge that markup price for $230, which is one of the most expensive shoes in the game right now. Looking at their competitor Nike is getting up there definitely with the prices. Jordan 1s are now $180, Jordan 4s are now $210, but still, that is not $230 for a sneaker. $230 plus tax and shipping, you're paying like $250, $260 out the door. I know this is probably not gonna happen, but the only way I can see this shoe selling out is if they drop the retail prices to $140 to $160. Even then, I still feel like they're gonna have a hard time, but the way I'm thinking about it is in comparison to the Adidas Ultra Boost, which is another running shoe that they have. If we check the site right now, those shoes retail for $190, $210, $220, and you see all of these have marked down the price. This shoe was originally $190, now it's $95. This one was $210, now it's $105. Granted, the Adidas Ultra Boost isn't as hype as it used to be, and they dropped so many colorways of it, so it's oversaturated. People have gotten tired of the Yeezy 350. As you see, most people are starting to buy the slides and the foam runners, so they're gonna have to bring something new to the table to incentivize people to actually want to buy it. So I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen for the future of Adidas. Them losing Kanye was a huge hit to their brand and their sales. I want to see if they bring back some older colorways. Will people get on board to buying them? They should have came with a fan favorite colorway and then figured out everything from there just to build some momentum. And granted, it was not a good colorway to start with. So man, Adidas is bringing back the Yeezy 350 in 2023. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below, are you gonna buy a pair of Adidas 350s? And I'll catch you guys in the next one.